Get ready, because the next couple of years in shonen are about to wreck our schedules in the best way possible. We've got long-running series finally reaching their endings, manga that's been waiting 15 years for an adaptation, and one reveal that set Twitter on fire just weeks ago. Before your watchlist turns into a second job, here are 10 shonen anime set to dominate 2026 and 2027. Number 10. Picture this. A former professional assassin gets her prison sentence reduced on the condition that she works as a kindergarten teacher. Her students happen to be the children of oil tycoons, world leaders, and Hollywood royalty, which means her actual job is keeping them alive while every hired killer on the planet tries to snatch them off the playground. Her name is Rita, prisoner number 999, and everyone calls her the witch. She's tougher than most shonen leads and sharper than veteran teachers twice her age, but she has one glaring weakness. She completely loses her composure around attractive men, including the ones who end up teaching alongside her. The source manga has already passed 17 volumes and sold over 1.7 million copies, and the overall vibe is somewhere between John Wick and a daycare center. This adaptation has been a long time coming, so here's hoping the studio doesn't drop the ball. Number 9. Mashle is heading toward its conclusion, and while that's bittersweet, it's also exciting. The manga wrapped back in 2023, and the anime has spent the time since catching up. Season 3, officially called the Divine Visionary Exam Arc, is shaping up to be the story's grand finale, with Mash and his friends going head-to-head against the forces of Innocent Zero. What makes this series so fun is its total commitment to the joke. It's basically a Harry Potter parody where the hero solves every problem by punching it, yet somehow it still manages real emotional weight. A1 Pictures returns for the 2027 run, and the Jump Festa trailer already showed Mash flexing his way through the preview. If you've been putting off watching this one, now's the time to catch up before the ending airs. Number 8. Now rewind to 1995, flipping through the pages of Weekly Shonen Champion, and stumbling across a manga that turns Chinese cooking into something resembling a blood sport. Knives become weapons, woks become combat gear, and every dish gets its own dramatic entrance. That's Iron Wok Jan, the culinary battle manga that ran for 27 volumes and basically laid the groundwork for everything Food Wars would later borrow. The story follows Jan, an arrogant prodigy who genuinely believes cooking exists to defeat rivals, against Kiriko, who insists food should serve the people eating it. It's a predictable rivalry on paper, but the actual cook-offs play out like full-blown martial arts battles with cleavers instead of fists. A 30-year-old cult classic is finally getting its moment in the spotlight, and that's worth getting cautiously excited about. Number 7. The zombie genre felt completely played out, until this next one showed up. It comes from the same creator behind a couple of other beloved cult titles, which already tells you what kind of tone to expect. It premieres in October 2026, and the premise is set 13 years after a virus wipes out 90% of humanity and turns the dead into zombies. An entire generation has grown up never knowing the world before the collapse. The story follows a girl who leaves her village with 2 friends to track down her missing father, and somehow the tone manages to be cozy despite the apocalyptic backdrop. Survival horror blended with slice-of-life friendship, complete with trap building, homemade explosives, and laughing through near-death zombie encounters. No idea how that balance will land on screen, but the source material is charming enough to be worth the gamble. Number 6. It's been 5 long years since Black Clover's anime caught up to the manga and went on hiatus right after the Spade Kingdom raid. The wait is finally over. Studio Pierrot is bringing back what's essentially the show's 5th season in 2026. The Jump Festa trailer looked sharp, teasing Devil Union training, Noelle hitting full power, Yuno's comeback, and the Magic Knights launching their counterattack to rescue Yami and William. Everything the story has been building toward for years. Black Clover deserves more credit than it gets as one of the more underrated battle shonen of the 2010s. People wrote it off early because of rough animation, but this season looks like its redemption arc. Number 5. There's a very specific kind of pain that hits longtime Shonen Jump readers. Loving a series, watching it get cancelled, and then years later having to explain to a confused friend what it even was. That won't be a problem much longer, because the psychic battle classic psyren is finally getting an anime adaptation 15 years after the manga ended. It follows high schooler Agaya Yoshina, who finds a strange red phone card and gets pulled into Psyren, a deadly game set in a ruined future where players gain psychic powers at a steep physical cost. Best of all, the staff has confirmed this will be a full adaptation covering the entire 3-act story from start to finish. After 15 years of fans asking for this, it's actually happening. Number 4. Dandadan had an incredible first season in 2024, somehow topped it in 2025, and now Science Saru has confirmed a 3rd season for 2027, picking up right after that brutal kaiju arc cliffhanger. Anyone caught up knows what's coming next, an arc that takes an already unhinged premise and launches it straight into space, mixing aliens, ghosts, kaiju, school drama, and generational trauma without ever picking a single lane, and somehow that chaos is exactly what makes the show work. Underneath all the action, which is genuinely gorgeous to look at, it's really a love story between two awkward teenagers who care about each other more than either will admit. The longer gap between seasons suggests the studio is taking its time to get it right, which only makes 2027 feel further away. Number 3. Picture this. April 27, 2026. A livestream cuts to a website showing nothing but a goldfish, a countdown timer hits 0, and the entire shonen community loses its mind. That's how the world found out Geishakuta is officially getting an anime in April 2027. The memes around this title have been circulating online for 2 years before a single trailer existed, and honestly, the hype is earned. It's a revenge story centered on a young swordsmith hunting down the sorcerers responsible for his father's death, and the manga already has some of the cleanest action art in modern Jump. Cygames Pictures is producing, with the animator behind the iconic Rock Lee vs. Gaara fight directing. This is one of the most stacked production lineups in years, so expectations should be set high. Number 2. This is genuinely the end, the real, final conclusion of Bleach. The closing arc drops in July 2026 as the fourth and final cour of the Thousand-Year Blood War, with Studio Pierrot wrapping up a story that started all the way back in 2004, when Ichigo Kurosaki first met Rukia in his bedroom and decided to stab a hollow. This final stretch covers the battles in the Soul King's palace, and anyone who's read the manga knows this is where the imagery goes completely over the top. Bleach was one of the first battle shonen a lot of us grew up on, so watching this arc finally get animated 2 decades later is going to be an emotional experience, tears very much included. Number 1. And finally, the one everyone's been waiting for. Frieren is getting its 3rd season, covering the Golden Land arc, confirmed for October 2027 with Madhouse returning to animate it. Manga readers already know exactly why this arc matters. It's widely considered the series' high point, set in a city turned entirely to gold by a curse, with the last surviving Sage of Destruction acting as the central threat, all wrapped around a deep moral question about whether demons can ever truly understand humans. Frieren is at its most philosophically rich here, and the show has always earned its emotional moments by refusing to rush. The slow pacing isn't filler, it's the entire point. October 2027 might feel far off, but if Madhouse needs the extra time to do this arc justice, it's worth the wait.